My name is Tom Tomoma, and I have my teammates here with me, Jibola Bakari and Ayo Dayola. So we decided to tackle the problem of urban planning, and our main focus area was Ibadan. And from our research, we saw that Ibadan has a serious flooding problem. And as far back as 1902, that's when they experienced their first flooding issue, and it has been frequent since then. And then our research also showed us that there are three main streams that have caused this flooding: Ogunpa Stream, Kudeti Stream, and Eleyele Stream. And then out of these three, the most devastating one was the one that happened in 2011, and that was caused from the Eleyele Reservoir. And we found out that it killed over 100 people and caused damages worth billions of naira. And the flooding is so bad that the governor had to create an organization to handle this problem, and that's the Ibadan Urban Flood Management Project. And then after going through our design thinking phase, we came up with a problem statement that goes, how might we assist the Ibadan Urban Flood Management Project and also encourage participatory urban resilience? So I'm going to walk you through our platform and just explain how it works. So the concept behind our platform, one thing we took into consideration was we wanted it to be very simple, because it makes no sense creating a platform for the users and then no one is able to use it because of how complex it is. And another thing we tried to stay away from was too many words, because we know that pictures are worth 1,000 words. So we stuck strictly to pictures and visuals. So once you come onto the platform, we have a story feature. And the idea of this story feature is so the user has a feel, like we create a compelling story. So as you go through the story, they have an understanding of why we're trying to solve this problem. So as you go down, you have different stories: the history of Ibadan, the flooding, keep going. The history of the flooding, causes of the flooding, if you keep going. So I'm going to explain what all of this is. And now, so let's go on to our next feature, the layer. So this layer feature, these are just the things that are contributing to the flooding in Ibadan. And if we select the first one, I don't know if you can see, but it says built up areas. And what this means is that in this area, this red area, there are a lot of houses there. And this makes sense, because if you have a lot of houses in one particular area, there are a lot of people staying there, and there are a lot of people that might just put their dumps and it can clog up the drainage and the waterway. So this next layer are the dump sites. From our research, we found out that there are 602 dump sites in Ibadan, and only 22 of them are official. And if you check this area, these are all the dump sites. And if you put your mouse over it, come to this red area, you can see most of these red dots are unofficial. And it makes sense, because there are a lot of people living here. They just put their dumps everywhere, and that's why they are unofficial. They clog up the drainage, clog up the waterways, cause the flooding. And let's show them the next feature, existing structures. So these green points are the existing structures. And it also makes sense, because everything is happening in this center of Ibadan. There's too much going on here. You have so many built up areas, so many dump sites, and a lot of existing structures in the same area. So it's understandable why you would see flooding. So if we take all of this away and just show them the past flood events. Take all these layers away and show them only the past flood events. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's this blue area here, and these are the areas where the flood has occurred. And if you remember, it was still around this center area where there are lots of built up areas, loads of dump sites, and loads of existing structures. So let's show them the waterway and the areas that are prone to flooding. So this blue line is all the water structures in Ibadan, your streams, your river, and this red part as all the areas that are prone to flooding. And if we introduce those other layers, you can see it's mostly in the center. And so we have a lot of other layers that we got from the data sets that we just put into this map to give the user a better understanding. Now let's take them to the next feature. Right, so we took the user into consideration. So we have different views of our maps. So the one we just showed you was a dark view, maybe when it's dark or it's in the night. And for people that are sensitive to lights, we created a dark view as well. But if you want to see a street view, let's show them a street view again. So you have your street view, show them the satellite view. So just different views for the user to play around with. Yeah. And then most importantly, we know that the flood management team, they can't handle this problem by themselves. They need citizens to get involved. So we created a feedback layer. So So when you're in Ibadan and you see something that is off, you see a problem, you see an unofficial dump site, you can just report your findings, you put your name, your phone number, put your location, or you click on locate me, it gives you longitude and latitude. You can upload a picture if you want, just to explain to them. So let's take all of this off. And we know we're human beings, so we don't want to, if there's an emergency, we don't want to just stand there and write a report or just take a picture. You want something rapid. So we created the emergency call feature. So if you see something that needs urgent attention, you just press the emergency button and it automatically redirects you to an emergency service that you can call and they respond to you quickly. So in conclusion, we believe that if we can get more people involved in the platform, we get more people to add more reports, we can build our data bank and help the flood management team better tackle this problem. And one more thing I should add. So currently, we are just a team of 3 and we're all men. So going forward, we plan to add more women to the team because we understand the value of women. And then we believe that this is just our way of supporting women in the tech ecosystem because we know it's largely dominated by men. So that's our plan going forward. Thank you very much.